When I look at this change, I don't look at what could go wrong. I look at what could go right. I have a naturally optimistic view that Idahoans are perfectly capable of entering into this solemn commitment to each other. I got married like the senator from 24. I just went up to a wedding chapel. You get your license literally right next door and you go get married. That's as easy as it can be, and Idaho has to recognize these marriages from all different states. That's as easy as it can be, but the reason that my marriage means something is because I'm coming up on my 25-year commitment to my bride. And it's always been about the people's commitment in the marriage before witnesses. And that's the thing, too. We've talked about, well, you can just go get a drive-by officiant. You could go, I've seen movies where people go get a license, they get married, and they get divorced within 30 days. The commitment and the seriousness of marriage is about the people that are engaging in it. The value of it is about the thousands of years of human history that have participated in this sacred family construct way before the state of Idaho ever existed. And all we're saying is, I don't think people have fundamentally changed. I think we understand that marriage is sacrosanct. I think it's built into our conscience. And the marriages that have value, where people don't get divorced, it isn't because of laws. It's because of the law that's written into our conscience and our hearts. And I look at what's right because I trust that that law is like the law of gravity, and it will continue to persist regardless of the dots in the crosses on I's and T's in Idaho code. What I know we're not doing with the passage of this bill, Senate Bill 1025, is we are not harming anyone. We're not harming the sacredness of marriage. And whether we keep a license or get rid of a license, we're not going to do anything about the people that don't take marriage seriously. What we have here is an opportunity to separate ourselves from this very brief period of time where Idaho had licensing for not good reasons, and to ask ourselves, if we really want less government and red tape reduction on a vital life event that families and churches and people groups have always taken seriously, regardless of whether a state existed and regardless of whether a license existed. If you're worried about what could go wrong, just ask Alabama, just ask Texas, and just ask Colorado, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, the District of Columbia, and Utah. They all have path to legal marriage in their code without a marriage license because they either don't have licensing or they have common law marriage. And with that, I pitch my bid before you, and I appreciate the healthy debate, and I encourage your aye vote, and I won't hold it against you if you vote nay, but this is a real opportunity.